We got the sheath underwear. We got the sheath underwear. Oh, baby, sheath underwear. Baby, sheath underwear. Sheath underwear. Yeah, baby, you know what it is. Sheath underwear does all those things for your giblets. It puts them in a cup, 2-pouch system. You ever been to the Dead Sea before? It's like your balls are floating on salt water. It feels oh so tasty.
You got to try that sheath underwear, guys. They're who is bringing you the show today. I love them. They've sent me a bunch of underwear, and I think that you'd like them. They're super comfy. Go to sheathunderwear.com and use promo code Jeremiah to get 20% off your first order. Every order comes with Sheath Underwear's 100% money-back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code
Jeremiah.
Get Sheath Underwear and let them support your balls. Guys, we're going to have a great time today. It's a roadcast. We try to put some extra effort into these things. Tony Casillas, Peng Dang, they're some of my favorite comics in Texas. We get into that. We do a Buc-ee's mukbang in this as well. Roadcast Mukbang Fusion. What? I'm stoked for you guys to be here with me today. Been trying to put out some extra content for you guys, a couple episodes a week. I hope you've been enjoying them. My Amazon special's out right now. You can get it on Google Play, Video on Demand, Apple TV, all those different platforms. You can listen to it on Spotify if you want to. There's a lot of, if you want to find it, you can. I appreciate you guys, all the support. The 5 stars rating and reviews on Amazon, all that stuff helps. Liking, commenting, sharing this podcast, all that stuff helps. Hitting that subscribe button, hitting the bell for notifications. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Been trying to put some extra love into this, and I hope you guys have been feeling that. February 5th through 6th, I'll be headlining in Dallas, Texas at Hyenas Comedy Club. Look out for me there. And without further ado, let's just get into this podcast. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate everything. Very grateful. I think 2021 is going to be our year, guys. Without further ado, please welcome Tony Casillas and Peng Dang to this special Roadcast in Texas / Mukbang Buc-ee's Fusion. So excited. On Jeremiah Wonders.
Peng is not totally sold on that.
You don't like acapella,
on the
Peng?
oohs. We're gonna do like an ooh, like we're like, ooh, girl, we excited to be here, and then Peng shut it down pretty
Yeah,
quick.
Peng's like, I'm a man.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I didn't understand what was going on.
Man, I didn't know either.
Yeah. Peng is like, in China, we do not play games.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I could have totally bluffed right now and been like, oh, it's an American tradition that we do in the car. You've never done the ooh warm up before?
No, I heard of hookah shaka.
Oh,
That's
yeah. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy years ago and got my first taste. On a roadcast right now with my pals Peng Dang and Tony Casillas.
What's up?
How are you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Good. It's great weather.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a little cold.
A little chilly for Texas. I was actually a little bit surprised. I could have maybe even packed a little bit bigger jacket.
Yeah.
But we're doing shows in Fort Worth at Hyenas this weekend. And I figured, why not make a road trip to Buc-ee's? It's one of my favorite places in Texas. I've only been there one other time. I was so blown away that I wanted to go back. And since we're already in Texas, we weren't going to be on the road necessarily from destination to destination. So we're making the trip to Denton, Texas.
Look, we're already seeing one Buc-ee's billboard.
Oh, we're already seeing billboards for
Dude,
Buc-ee's?
they'll put up Buc-ee's billboards. They'll be like, the next Buc-ee's 90 miles away.
90 miles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I saw one that was pretty funny. It says, you can hold on. Buc-ee is like 90 miles away.
Yeah.
Like, you can hold on to your pee. Like, I'm not holding on my pee for 90 miles away.
But it is the best. Like, I have the Buc-ees we're going to is like 10 minutes away from my apartment, and I will sometimes just go there to poop and then come back home.
Well, they're like some of the cleanest gas stations, right?
Oh, it's like pooping in heaven. It's like what I think heaven would be like.
What?
Yes.
That's one of Eric Clapton's deleted songs was "Pooping in Heaven."
Pooping in heaven.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Would you feel my butt if I pooped in heaven? So we're out here.
Even the toilet bowls are bigger.
Even the toilet bowls are bigger?
Yeah.
Well, they gotta hold more.
I almost fell inside.
Did you really?
No, I'm kidding.
I was like, oh, I didn't know if that was a real thing or not. So every time I come to Texas, as a real thing, I try to work with Peng
Yes.
and Tony. Peng Dang, Tony Casillas. Look them up on social media. If you're not familiar with them yet, you will be soon. They're both hilarious comics with both very different styles, and we put together a very fun and unique 3-person show because our 3 styles are very, very different. So you get a little bit of everything when you come to the show. So yeah, I've worked with these guys now in Addison, Texas. That was the last one that we did.
Yes.
At the Addison Improv.
Addison Improv.
And I met you guys originally through
Kill Tony.
Kill Tony.
Yes.
Because Peng, I saw you the very first time you went on stage was it the Fort Worth Hyenas or
It
Dallas?
was the Fort Worth Hyenas.
Fort Worth Hyenas. Peng had an incredible set, which you should look up, and yeah, you got a lot of love after that set, right?
Yes, a lot of great comments on the on YouTube. A lot of great comments.
Did you get any mean ones?
Yeah,
Dude.
one of it. One of it.
There's always one
Yeah.
to not listen to. It's just like, what are you doing? You're just literally commenting because I've had videos where people are like, if the comment thread is positive,
Yeah.
like it's very positive, they're like, there's a bunch of bots in this feed. This sucks. I'm like, really? I have the money to hire bots.
And positive bots. They're
And
probably more
positive
expensive.
bots. Yeah, I mean, dude, if I could get some positive internet bots, I would spread those around because that is something that is much needed on the internet is some positivity bots.
Dude, I had a TikTok bully. It was this guy.
Great start to a story, by the way. That's such a new age start to a story. So I had a TikTok bully.
They bully you through TikTok dances. What's going on?
He goes, "You suck." No, I got on TikTok, and like one of my clips got a decent amount of views.
What's a decent amount of views?
I think 500,000.
That's pretty freaking good.
That's good.
So it like people were like, "Oh, this guy's silly." It was like a heckler situation because this guy handled it like a pro, nice stuff, and this guy's like, "Didn't laugh once," and I was like, "Okay." And then he went through all my videos, still not laughing.
Still not like
Why are you still on this app? Why are you trying? And I was
Good
just-
grief. Yeah, that's someone that's deeply depressed when the troll goes that deep, when they do a deep dive
Yeah.
on your page. It's like, what are you doing?
I was like, I just want to be your friend, man. I just want to be pals.
Peng and I did a show at the Vulcan Gas Company earlier this weekend on Thursday with Brian Redband, William Montgomery, and David Lucas, and that show was so fun. Peng freaking destroyed.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, man. It was crazy to follow all those great comics.
Well, it went.
I was super intimidated.
So it went David Lucas to open, then William Montgomery, then Brian Redband, then Peng, then me, and everybody that was there was like, dude, this was like one of the best shows that I've seen. Like it was like back to back, like so fun, and the crowd was like really into it, which helped.
Yeah.
And it was also like, I think also just so different. Because you got David Lucas, he goes up, he's kind of cool, you know, like this cool style. And then William, that's just bonkers. it's like you don't know what he's gonna say next.
Oh yeah, he told a waitress to shut up during his set. It's just like, you gotta love that guy. Where the venue goes up to you, Tony, right?
Yeah.
Afterwards, and they're like, is somebody heckling William down there? And what did you say, Tony?
And I go, no, she was just trying to order a vodka soda.
Do your impression of the interaction that you saw.
So William's doing a joke, and the lady's like, you want another vodka soda? And he just goes, shut up. And then the waitress looks at him, and he just pauses and looks at her. He goes, could you just stop talking? I want another vodka soda. And then he goes, I'm just kidding. She's like, okay, we can talk after. He goes, I don't want to talk to you. And then just goes into another joke.
Oh, the big red machine. So people sent me some suggestions of some stuff of what to get at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
That I'll read a little bit later. But just for my listeners who, just to have them get to know you guys a little bit better, these guys have my seal of approval. So I obviously I don't do a roadcast with anybody that I don't really like and that I'm not close with, because this is a very intimate situation, being in a car with people and trying to podcast and trusting somebody who's good enough to drive while I hold a mic for them.
I told Jeremiah while you were getting coffee, we're going to find out if the Asian stereotype with drivers is true today.
3 comics fatally wounded on the way to Buc-ee's. Oh my goodness. They were trying to get fudge. We're gonna get some fudge today.
Dude,
The driver is an Asian male. I knew it.
You are 100% Asian, and I like that about you.
You like the purity?
I like the purity.
Yeah.
The thing
Made
that I
in China.
like, made in China, 100%. I like to know exactly where you're from. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about purity and blood. No, but I think it's cool that you speak Chinese and you're a transfer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you mentioned to me when we were riffing the other day that you sometimes, when you stay with a girl, they will catch you talking Chinese in your sleep.
Yeah. That's how I keep the secret.
So what do you say in your sleep in Chinese?
I have no idea, but I'm just.
Do you think
completely
he
safe.
knows what he's saying in his sleep, Tony?
I don't. Some people maybe.
That's like being like, dude, I lost my keys. Where'd you lose them, dude? I don't know. I was in another state. I wasn't myself at the moment.
What if the girl just starts researching how to speak Chinese because she thinks maybe you're thinking of other girls? You know, she's like, I got to figure this out.
Good luck for her, because there's like thousands of Chinese dialects.
Really?
Yeah.
What is the main one that you speak?
The official tone is Mandarin,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so many dialects. I can speak 2-3 different dialects.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yes.
So, okay, for example, let's say in Mandarin,
Yes.
how would you say just hello, how are you?
你好吗? That's the most basic thing.
Right. So what would be in the other dialects?
Let's say my mom's from Hunan, so their dialect is like Ogailo. Like Ogailo. It's like completely different. It kind of sounds like
They said all that with that one word?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they keep it tight, man. They keep it tight. Short sentences.
Ugalo or something like that.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like Japanese. Like we'll be talking our dialect in other cities in China, and people are like, "Are you guys from Japan?"
Mm-hmm.
That's not.
That's
That's funny
not
that
good.
even other Chinese people are just like, are you guys Japanese?
Do you have a least favorite Asian?
Here we go.
Because I know that that's a big thing in Asian culture where they're like, we're not a fan of this Asian group, or I could do without, but we don't jive as well.
First, we're talking about
Personally,
purity.
I like them all, but I'm just saying, like, in general, it's like if you see Koreans, it's like fucking Koreans. But like if you see like Japanese, it's like fucking Japanese. It's like they really hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandpa, when he was a kid, the Japanese invaded their city, and they threw like chemical bombs at like civilians. My grandpa and his younger brother, younger sister were the only three that survived. All the families died.
Jesus.
Dang.
Yeah. So they really hate Japanese, and I don't blame them.
All right, okay. I'm gonna peek behind the curtain a little bit of the history of why there's some grievances between some of the different Asian cultures. That's interesting.
And the entire
but
country.
I'm cool with all of them, even though I jokingly I have a lot of Korean jokes.
Yeah. I told Peng when he first came, because he would make fun of the Japanese and the Koreans. And I was like, Peng, you're the only comic that could get away saying the stuff you do. And it works.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Well, Peng, you have what I'll just say is like is a black joke that does really well with black crowds, but we've talked about this weekend how the white people are always the ones who get kind of upset on behalf. Like that's like a very normal response.
Yes.
But it'll be killing with the black people. But white people will be like, and that's like a very common thing in comedy where if you, like I literally at Austin, from the balcony, somebody goes, do you have any black jokes?
Oh man.
And I looked up and I had to ask, I was like,
That was great.
I was like, are you black?
Yeah.
Like I can't like be doing black jokes if a white dude's like, you got any black jokes?
Yeah. It's a different connotation.
It's a different kind of tone altogether. But it was a black dude, like towards the end of my set, I opened it up for Q&A rather than doing like the meet and greets at the end. I was like, do you guys want to have any questions or hear anything or anything like that? Or anything you're planning on saying to me? And that was the question that black dude asked.
That was a curveball. That was a tough question.
Yeah, well, I was like, here we go. Like,
yeah, but
like,
you ended that perfectly. You had a perfect response for that.
It was fun. That would
have been bad too if an hour and a half into a show, just a white guy in the balcony is just like, didn't hear enough black jokes.
I know.
Not enough.
Yeah, I'm not giving this set too good a Yelp review after I'm done with that. You know, I was going to give him 5 stars, but there just wasn't enough black jokes here. It was pretty upsetting. I mean, the guy was physical. He was animated. He was very energetic. He talked to the crowd the whole time.
Yeah.
It was fun, but there's a hole in my heart, and that hole was black jokes. That's what the problem was.
Yeah. No, as a German, sometimes they're like, do you have Jew jokes?
Oh, really?
I've had that in like Texas.
Because you speak, you're from Germany, right, Tony?
Yeah, my mom's side of the family is all from there.
And what part specifically in China are you from, Peng?
So I was born in northwest China.
Okay.
It's on the border with Kazakhstan, Tajikistan. So like we're neighbors with Borat.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you think of those movies?
It's not accurate.
I would love it if you'd be like, I know the guy who was based on that character.
No, my dad legit speaks Kazakh.
Does he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does he say very nice in Kazakhstan?
I gotta ask.
You gotta ask your dad how to say that.
Yachamesh. I don't know.
So, okay, you're from Northwest China, and Tony, you're from Germany. You grew up there as a little kid, right?
Yeah, I moved there first grade.
And you still speak a little bit of German, right?
I'm fluent, yeah, because my family, like my mom lives out there, and her side, my stepdad, they barely speak English, so I gotta keep my German up.
Wow.
Yeah.
How fluent is your German?
Speaking pretty fluent. Writing is the worst. I'm actually trying to get better at that. I've been writing, like, I'll write just sentences a day, just random stuff, just to keep it going.
Do you ever make German posts where it'll be 100% in German on Instagram or something?
I'll do it on Facebook sometimes. If like a German artist like releases new album, you know how we do like, oh, this album's great?
Yeah.
I'll do that for like if a German artist and like my 6 friends from elementary school that still like that we're still in contact with.
Yeah.
We'll just like, and everybody else is just like, oh, he's starting another war.
Wow.
No.
Do you want me to hold this?
Well, I want you to be. It's all right. This is a very light mic. People complain sometimes. They're like, get a headset, and I'm like, I will, but like I've looked it up, and it's not as easy as you think. Like for Xbox or PlayStation, they make them USB, but like for XLR, I haven't found one. If somebody can send me a link of one that's not like $500 for these Roadcasts, not that this Roadcast isn't worth $500,
Yeah.
but just at the moment, your boy is a little strapped. Dude, that's so cool. I just love, one of the things that I love about the Roadcast is literally, you know, when you're in a room with comics, it's one thing, it's cool to be able to riff, but just literally to have the scenery changing around you. Like we just drove by livestock that was just out, and now we're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
In Texas. And Peng and I stopped at this great Mexican restaurant in Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
Yesterday called Abuelitas, I think.
Mika something. Was it
Mika? Mikasa Abuelitas. Yes. Yeah. My grandma's house. Hello. You guys are flexing all these languages. You guys speak. I speak a little bit of Spanish.
I've been to South Central.
Yeah. Enough to be like, hey man, this is my grandma's house. It's probably gonna be good food there. But yeah, we had. I wanted to find a place that had legit Tex-Mex food. Legit Tex-Mex. I wanted queso. That's what I'm trying to say. Because at legit, authentic Mexican restaurants, that is not a real Mexican thing. That's a very Texas influenced and inspired thing.
Yeah, melted cheese is definitely American. It's just like, let's just make a bowl of melted.
Oh man, look at this view. Livestock.
Yep.
Grass.
Yep. All around us, just a bunch of black cows.
Dude, that's the one thing. And Peng, is it? Because China is huge. Kind of like America, there's like a lot of open spaces. That's one thing that my mom told me that was like a culture shock coming to the States, where it's like you don't go long periods of time just driving to just nothing. Because Germany's such a small land, so they just have to pack as many people like in it.
So she was surprised to see how open it is right here, like where there's not people living right on top of each other.
Because like growing up, we would drive like from one side of Germany to the other to visit my grandparents. It'd be like a 3-hour drive, and it's nuts because it takes like 5 hours to just get from like the outside of Texas just to like somewhat towards the middle. So it's just crazy how open.
And how old were you when you left Germany, Tony?
I came back in middle school, 7th grade.
Okay, and then Peng, when did you come to the States?
When I was 25.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
came straight to Alabama.
Wait, why would you? Why do you? I'm literally flabbergasted right now that is a destination.
No, I had a list of all 50 states, and I thought it was like a rating system. So I just picked the number 1 on the list.
Wait.
No, you didn't. No.
Is that really?
No.
I thought Alabama
sounds pretty exotic.
Which it is.
Very exotic.
Did you? Because you told me when you moved here, you spoke English, but it wasn't as fluent, right?
Yeah, we were taught English since like since like elementary school.
Yeah.
But we were taught like the British English. We were taught the Queen's English. So yeah, they probably don't understand. People in Alabama have a hard time understand my accent.
Yeah. Did you get that a lot when you first moved here? Like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know you're speaking English, but it sounds a little off.
Yeah, it sounds a little.
It sounds different.
But this is proper. It's proper English.
They're like, no, this ain't proper.
You didn't speak with that accent, did you? A British accent, like coming from. I learned how to speak English, and this is how it's spoken. This is how I was taught.
Hear he.
Yeah.
Can I get some steak?
He comes over in a powdered wig, and people are like Peng, this is the wrong century. No, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Where is the carriage?
Yes. Your finest daughter, sir. I would like to date her. How much for this land and your daughter? That's awesome, dude. 25 years old. That's got to be just the biggest culture shock. Because I had culture shock just moving from Kansas to LA, and that's in the same, that's within the same country, and it's so different. Were you guys stacked on top of each other pretty much like how Tony is saying how Germany was like in China? I'm guessing it's pretty similar in that regard.
Dense,
it's very
population.
Every movie that I've seen.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make any assumptions, but I've heard there's a lot of people in China.
Yes. Yes. My city is like 7. It's like a medium-sized city for China, but it's still 7 million people.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You want to exit Dallas?
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, go right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so Peng, can you do stand-up in Chinese? Because for me, for instance, like when I go back to Germany to visit family, they're like, "Hey, do a set," and it just doesn't translate.
Oh yeah. I think a lot of my jokes don't really translate into Chinese.
Well, there's a lot of English wordplay that ends up happening where you'd almost have to reconstruct it entirely, I feel like, for it to work. Because like some of the stuff, like phonetically, that's what you're playing on, is the phonetics of the word.
Yeah.
Sure,
So I imagine that would be very difficult to, try to do that in German or in Chinese, Mandarin.
Me and Peng have talked about this, where how German and Chinese stand-up comedy is kind of still in the 80s, where you still have like a lot of character types, and it's just like all characters, all like, oh, this is a guy if he went to the grocery store, or this is this actor going to the grocery store on a Tuesday. It's still very like old school comedy. Like where in America, I feel like there's this like new wave of like storytellers and like one-man show, where a lot of the world still doesn't have that.
I wonder if it would be beneficial to you both, because you speak another language, if you put out some clips occasionally where you take the time to subtitle them in Mandarin and subtitle them in German.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, rather than it would be way harder to perform it in another language. It might be way easier to reconstruct the joke in the format of subtitles.
Yeah.
And just experiment with it. I don't know. It's just an idea that I think would be pretty cool.
No, you're absolutely right. I did that for one of my bits where the burglar thing, the burglar bit. I just put Chinese subtitle and put it on the Chinese social media.
That's
that
cool.
one got like 800,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah.
Peng, you gotta be doing this, dude.
Hey,
That's amazing.
They do. There's quite a few people in China that translate, that puts Chinese subtitles to American stand-up bits.
Yeah.
And those videos do really, really well. Like, they love Louis C.K. They love Matt Bronger, Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah is like a big name in China. They love those stand-ups.
And 800,000 views in China is actually considered a bomb, a light view.
Please don't mention that.
The people.
No, that's what Raj Sharma was telling me when he goes to India sometimes.
Yeah.
He said there was a guy, if they don't hit 1 million views, 1 million, 2 million, it's considered a flop. Like 500,000,
Wow.
it's just based off density.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's so crazy to think.
No, if you have a clip, I'll translate it into Chinese. I'll put Chinese subtitle.
Really?
Yeah.
All
What
right.
if Jeremiah becomes the next big Chinese stand-up comic?
Dude, this is what I've been banking on. My relationship with Peng to put me over the top.
He
Yeah,
can't.
they'll love you over there.
Well, maybe I'll send you a short. I'll make sure it's a short clip so it's not painstakingly. Because I could put that on TikTok.
Yeah.
And because that's a big Asian app, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, you might get flagged. You might get on like a no-fly list.
No.
Oh, that'd be so funny. What's this American doing?
What if you get on like Chinese Netflix? You're the first, like how Tom Segura was like the first comic on Netflix. You're like the first comedian on Chinese Netflix. That would be cool.
Dude,
Yeah,
that'd be
Jim Gaffigan tours a lot in China.
Do they have a translator that just goes with them?
No.
No.
Or is everybody that English speaking like as well?
I mean, they'll understand some of it.
Oh,
And if they see other
my.
people laughing, and they'll start laughing.
Yeah.
I think that's how. That's
Oh.
what I imagine how it works.
You see
Also-
the camera just shifted? I gotta address this.
Also,
Oh my
do
goodness.
do you?
Tony, hold that thought.
Okay.
Hold that freaking thought. Oh my
God. It's like entering Jurassic Park. Welcome to Buc-ee's.
Oh,
This gas station.
so you're
This is as big as almost as big as a Walmart.
Yeah.
all right. We're gonna go into Buc-ee's and get a bunch of different snacks and stuff like that, and then we'll continue this roadcast on the way back. We'll be right back with you.
So. Okay, so the brisket and sausage sandwiches are delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually might not get kolache. I'm going.
We'll load up with Buc-ee's.
I'm getting some. Like, their sandwiches are.
Dude, there's so many right
Yeah,
now.
we have 20.
Yeah. Where do we get the pecans?
Pecans, they're up front. So I say they're in those heaters.
Way out?
Yeah. You gotta keep them warm.
Beaver nuggets, what are those?
They are basically sweet maple syrup balls. And they're amazing.
All right, that's
Yeah.
Where are those at?
They are over here.
They only come this size? It's huge.
Yeah. But they're the kind of snack that you will eat, put away, and then 5 minutes later, you're back at them.
Okay. Got candy. I haven't had Buc-ee's got candy. Come on. Should I?
Yeah.
Chocolate?
I would say chocolate. Milk chocolate's always.
So much stuff.
Yeah, this is lunch and dinner though, so.
What's up? We're not making a movie.
We're not making a movie.
We are doing a podcast though. Yeah. Are you on social media? I'll give you a shout out on social media. Yeah, what's your handle? You got a Snapchat? Alright, what's your Snapchat? ITZ NPM? ITZ NPM on Snapchat. Then I'm gonna go pee in your Buc-ee's restroom and then just to get that full experience. We just went inside Buc-ee's, and basically what we're gonna do now, this is a Roadcast / Buc-ee's mukbang.
Yeah. Okay.
We got so many different things. I will read you some of the suggestions that we got sent in.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, of course.
How upset would you be if mukbanging is what made you famous?
I don't care at this point. not that I want to be famous that bad. It's more just like view count where I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm making money off of this thing. If mukbangs it is, baby. Welcome to the mukbang bus with Jeremiah Watkins. I invited 2 overweight friends on, and we're just gonna chow down and see what happens.
I like. Thank you for calling Peng overweight just to make me feel.
Yeah, I felt like it was going in a mean territory, and I wanted to catch myself.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, so there is. Let's see. A lot of people are saying different items here at Buc-ee's. Beaver Nugs, VTG Daddy suggested. I believe we got some of those.
Yep.
The Cherrywood smoked beef jerky, Nectaronice.
I got that.
Nectaronice suggested. Tony got that. I'm gonna try that. Some people are suggesting the brisket sandwiches. I ended up getting the pulled pork sandwich. I did also go pee in there to experience that. Beaver Nuts, Alex Smith 18 said. A lot of people are saying beaver nuggets. Beef jerky, Aston Merritt, of course. We didn't get fudge.
Oh, fudge.
I'll bring some.
You'll bring some?
I'll stop by. I live down the street. I'll stop by. On the way to the club, I'll bring you some fudge.
I know. I more just want to try it on the video.
That's true.
Ghost pepper jerky, R Cody 91. We got that. Yep, we got that. Some people are just saying everything.
Did anybody recommend a cow picture with eyelashes?
Nobody got that.
Yeah.
But somebody said, Wesson 22, they said, those pecans are so frucking good.
Frucking, yeah.
Frucking. Yeah, dude, a lot of people are saying hot pecan. I did get the Bohemian garlic beef jerky. Go get some samples. Nonsense92 on Instagram. Somebody said, Squid.Booty said, Buc-ee's booty shorts, baby. We didn't get any of those. But we got a lot of different snacks that we're going to try out right here, right now, in front of you. And, yeah, going to make this happen. I'm going to open up the beaver nuggets. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Thank you. And I don't know how. Once you get on the highway, Peng, I will. Oh boy, I will hold your mic for you. I'm trying to do 9 things at once here. Let's see. I just want to give one big crunch into the mic. I don't want to chew into the mic because people get upset, but
just one.
These
They're
are
great.
really good.
Like, and I told you this in the store. This is the kind of snack where you'll eat them and you'll be like, okay, I'm done. You put them away, and then 5 minutes later, the bag's finished. It's like caramel maple syrup.
It's really good. And Peng, what is your consensus?
Very good.
Very good. Heck yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Do you understand now why Americans are overweight, Peng?
Yes. And I don't blame y'all.
The hard-hitting questions here on Jeremiah Wonders.
I would love to see Peng in the next 3 years to become a fat comic. That'd be cool.
Ooh, I got a pulled pork sandwich here. I'm pretty excited about. Which sandwich did you get, Peng?
I got the sausage.
And so did you, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did I mess up by getting the pulled pork?
You can't mess up.
You got pickles and onions on that one.
Yep.
And then we got pickles and onions on this one too. Oh, and here are the homemade potato chips.
They're great.
These are really good.
They're perfect because
They're really solid.
They're not so salty.
Mm-hmm.
A mother makes them. They hire mothers to make the potato chips and the fudge. Did you know that, Jeremiah?
Do they really?
Yeah, you have to be a mom if you want to make the fudge or potatoes to give that motherly feel to them.
Are you serious? That's like a real thing?
No.
Oh. Man. You got me, Tony.
I just love that the place is so magical. You're like, yeah, I can see it.
I know, I could see that being a requirement. Like, why not?
Yeah. If you haven't given birth, you know.
If you haven't given birth, you're not allowed to handle our fudge here at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
And I totally bought that. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, everything in there is so, I understand the protocols that have to be met. Like, you've had to at least had some kind of life breastfeed at one point on your body.
That's what they use to make the fudge. It's breast milk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Wait, what? You got me again. How are you doing this? So how long have you guys been in the Dallas scene doing comedy?
3 years for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4.5 for me.
4.5 for you. Awesome. And what would you say is one of your favorite things that has happened in that time? Oh, are we going to stop off at that one place?
You
Tony?
want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
Because we're close to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to stop there.
Where we
Before we get too far out.
Where are we going?
I'll let you know.
Yeah, he's gonna give you directions. It's a little bit of a surprise. Yep, it's a surprise, Peng. Don't look so shocked. You look so surprised right now. Yeah, is there something that's happened in the last 4 years that you're like, oh,
Take the next exit, Peng.
this is like an interaction that I've had, or this is something cool that happened within the comedy scene or comedically, where you're like, oh, I'm doing this now. I'm like making things happen in a way.
I think for me there was 2 months in 2020 where I paid my rent and bills with just pure stand-up money, and that was a cool feeling, just being like, oh, okay, I can't do it consistently yet, but it was like for 2 months it was going good, where I was like, okay, maybe in the future I could do this every month. Yeah,
that's a good feeling, man. Being able to pay bills with just stand-up comedy, that's a huge accomplishment, especially even just being 4 years in. I mean, that's amazing.
you're gonna do a turn or take a ride here, Peng. Yeah,
I'm eating this pulled pork
if you want to hold
sandwich
my
right now.
phone.
This pulled pork sandwich is amazing.
That was great.
Yeah, I'm trying to chew into the mic, but I'm just like, wow. I'm mesmerized by this thing. When I do these mukbang videos, I gotta only have a little bit of each thing so I can move on to the next item.
Yeah, and you wanna grow your fan base, you know? Okay, he does beef mukbangs. He does. You're gonna take a ride on Eagle. It's the next at the light, yeah. The worst mukbangs are like when they do like squids and stuff and they're still alive.
Oh, I haven't watched those.
Yeah. I'm disgusted by them, but I'm so intrigued.
Yeah, we may have to actually. It might be a good idea that we're pulling over anyway, because so we can actually eat. Because I just literally don't have enough arms to
do everything.
To eat, to hold my mic, to hold Peng's mic. So, that'll be good.
And then you're gonna take a left and point at half a mile on Carroll Boulevard.
All right. Yeah, Peng, we have a little.
That's a surprise.
It's a little surprise.
And just know if you don't cry, Jeremiah will be disappointed.
No, it's not. It's nothing that big at all. It's just something that
he's adopting you, Peng.
I have the papers ready, Peng, and I know I'm having a son, but I needed another boy. I needed another boy in the family.
Is it gonna be a green card?
Do you need one of those?
Yeah.
All right, I'll adopt you then. Peng Dang Watkins. That's a nice ring to it. Have you considered trying to marry an American girl or anything like that to try to get a green card?
No. I'll get it on my own time.
You know, Gage Tirina offered to marry Peng.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then Randy was just like, Randy, the owner of Hyenas, just goes, Peng, we'll just like pay a waitress or something so you can marry a girl.
No.
Yeah,
now you said it on camera. We can't do it anymore.
Hey, Peng, get over one if you can.
Okay.
Oh, like left lane?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Turn on that signal if you can.
Turn left here?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you can. If not. Yeah, 3 minutes.
Oh, see, there's a Quick Trip right there.
Yeah.
Right over there.
You're a Quick Trip guy.
I'm a Quick Trip guy. Now, I think that I'm still very, very loyal to Quick Trip. I feel like Buc-ee's is almost something else.
Buc-ee's
It's hard to compare Buc-ee's to other gas stations because, dude, it's like almost a Cabela's in there. Like, there's so much going on inside of that gas station.
I compare it to Buc-ee's is like a redneck Disneyland, and QT is like a Chuck E. Cheese, where it's like it's still fun, but it's just, you know.
Yeah, they don't have a mascot. They could adopt a mascot though. That might be good.
Also, though, and I agree with you, QT has the best like grillers.
They've got great stuff there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I also got some. I'm gonna try this. This is like the Buc-ee's version of a Wawa tasty cake. I've never seen this brand in my life. It's called Entenmann's. It says established New York 1898 though, so now I'm a little bit suspicious.
Keep going. Yeah. 0.2 miles.
I'm gonna see if it's anywhere.
It's called West McKinney Street. So not this one, not the next light, but the street right after. The light.
All right, here we go. Nope. Nowhere near a tasty cake. Nowhere near a tasty cake.
Oh,
It's good, but.
Bikini?
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh my goodness.
And then it's gonna be.
Oh my goodness. Guys, we're okay. It's a temporary crazy. Do you see that white light that just happened?
We drifted.
We drifted. It was all of a sudden Tokyo Drift in here.
And it's gonna be on the right palm. So get over a little bit.
Keep going?
Yeah, keep going straight.
You checked to see if they're open, Tony?
Yeah, on their website they said they opened at 10.
Okay, cool.
So. Yeah, 10-6.
10-6. Is your interest peaked yet, Pong, as to where we're going?
Yes, I'm very curious. Is it gonna be a strip club?
Yeah, I'm taking you to a strip club right after Buc-ees. I'm gonna make sure you have indigestion, all your bodily functions happen at once inside there. All right, we're gonna give Pong a quick surprise, and then we'll be back to finish eating before we head back.
Do you know where we're going yet?
You know where we're going yet?
Denton Skate Supply?
So, Tony told me that you had your skateboard stolen. That you haven't been able to skate in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a skateboard today.
No!
Yeah.
What?
all your hard work as a comic, like it's a crappy situation to get something stolen that you love. I'm told that you're a really good skateboarder.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
And yeah, you can even skate right afterwards if you want. As soon as we get it. So I didn't know what size and stuff that you were. So I was like, I figured we just do it in person because I didn't know like what board measurements and stuff that you want.
The great thing about the skate shop is they sell skateboards and also used vehicles.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Anything on wheels.
Anything on wheels, yeah. Back in the car. Just got Pong a new complete skateboard.
Yeah, so happy, so happy, so happy.
Pong, what got you into skateboarding?
I started when I was in China. And there wasn't a lot of skateboarders in China when I started.
Mm-hmm.
I started pretty late too, when I was like 19 years old. Yeah.
What,
Nice.
like, did you see like a video on like YouTube or something, or?
Yeah, you know what? I downloaded a bunch of skateboard videos, like illegally, like bootleg skateboard videos.
Yeah.
Kazaa and LimeWire and stuff like that.
I'm sorry?
Kazaa, LimeWire,
LimeWire?
Napster, any of those download?
Oh, torrent.
Torrent, BitTorrents and stuff like
BitTorrents,
that.
yeah,
Pirate Bay,
BitTorrents.
different stuff like that.
Email,
Oh, okay.
BitTorrent.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so there's a turns out there was a British porn actor whose name is also Ronnie Mullen. So I ended up downloading a lot of porn, British porns.
I had no idea that I only know Rodney Mullen as the superstar skater. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Pong, at least you were learning British English so you could understand the porn.
Yeah, like indeed, I'm arriving.
That's so funny. Oh, we got these hot pecans from Buc-ees. You got Roadcast, you got Mukbang. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These are amazing.
Yeah, hot pecans are the best. Because they're like regular pecans, but unhealthy.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes. How did you know my skateboard got stolen? When did I tell you that?
Tony told it to me months ago, and I wanted to do it for you the last time I was in town, which was a while ago now. But we did end up not having time to do it, and I remembered it last night. I asked Tony, I was like, is Peng still not skating? Does he still have a board? And he goes, I don't think so. I was like, all right, let's
Let's make this right. When you get something taken away from you like that, and so it's so unfortunate. And dude, I've been blessed many times by some awesome headliners and different people just who've been very supportive of me, who blessed me with random things. So all I can try to do is pay it forward and keep it going. So yeah, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
of course.
You.
Yeah, I'm
You're
glad you like it, dude.
The nicest headliner I've ever worked with.
Oh, well.
But
yeah, wait until what happens tonight. It's his farewell speech.
Yeah, this is my last show tonight, guys.
No, he sits us down and he just stares at us. Your first joke sucks.
Oh yeah.
That's
when you find out I'm a terrible person after the shows tonight.
Yeah.
This is what I have problems with you comedically, but also on a personal level.
You take his board, break it with your knee.
This is what power is called. This is your jerky, I believe, the maple.
I'll give you a piece.
Yeah, you gotta give us a piece. Peng and I just both got a ghost pepper jerky.
Nice.
I am good on that.
If you break the board, I'll probably pick the pieces and still take the trash.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
There you go.
Is the maple?
Yeah. Cherry maple and then
This cherry maple's great. Yeah, I'll take some of that hand sanitizer too.
Yes.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh my god. I have a question for you, Jeremiah. Because you seem like you like to go eating and trying new stuff in like different cities you go to. What state has been your favorite food state?
There's different places that stand out.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's one because I've been to so many places at this point. It's hard. It would be hard to say like this place has the best out of everything. Oh yeah, that jerky's great.
Oh yeah.
It's really good. It's just spicy enough.
No.
It's not crazy.
Okay, I'll try it.
It's not crazy. Just give him a little piece. I mean, it might. Well, made my nose run a little bit right away, but other than that, pretty solid. There's different places where I associate with different things. In Florida, there's this place called Doral Billiards where Tony Hinchcliffe and I played pool for hours, like right near Miami. Mm-hmm. That had amazing Cuban food that was there. There's so many great barbecue places throughout Texas when I've been on the road that our buddy Yoni, Best Barbecue, has shown. North Carolina, I've had amazing barbecue there. Emo's Pizza. I mean, on the road, we've had pizza almost everywhere in the nation, like going on tour with that.
Jesus, man.
There's been so many places. Did it hit you?
Yeah.
Right as I say, it's not too bad, and just like immediately, like
it like just dried up my throat.
Oh, I feel bad now.
No, it's fine.
Was it that bad for you, Peng?
No.
Yeah.
Was this your plan? You're like, his stories aren't that good.
Yeah.
Let's give him some spicy.
Just give us some spicy stuff. There's so many Adriatico's pizza was really good. I think that was one of them.
Zalat we had last time.
Zalat was really good. That was really good.
Zalat
that pizza. That was great. And that was like late night eatery. The place, the tacos that we had last night.
Oh, the Fuel City.
Fuel City Tacos. It was out of a gas station, and in Kansas City, Joe's was started out of a gas station. So Tony was like, trust me, it's good. It's out of a gas station. I go, hey, I won't knock it.
Yeah.
Because I'm familiar. There's good places that still come out of barbecue. Or there's good places that still come out of gas stations. Yeah. So I'm not knocking that. What's the next thing on this in this bag? Because I got cotton candy back there too.
Got some candy.
Whoa.
Yeah, we'll try some of this too. All right.
There it is.
Here we go. This Buc-ee's All Natural cotton candy. Here we go.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Here, Tony.
Cotton candy is just.
It takes me back to going to the circus as a kid.
Yeah.
Did you guys used to go to the circus as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
No, I never had that experience when I was a kid.
What's like a childhood memory that like you might associate with certain food or something that will like take you back to being a kid right away?
We used to go to like parks, and it's like similar to circus where they have like a tent, but you go inside and you can watch like Shaolin monks perform kung fu.
Really?
Wow, that's
yeah.
cool.
That's equally as cool as a circus. That's
Yes,
amazing.
Yes.
Some would say
They-
cooler.
They have some insane tricks, insane stunts where like they put a steel bar against someone's throat and they'll like push it. Like people will push from the other side and it literally like bends.
Their throats are that strong?
Yeah, the throat is that strong.
How do you find out that your throat's that strong? You either die or you're like, oh shit, I got a strong
I
throat.
think you gotta just build it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Start with straws.
What was the wildest animals in your territory growing up? Because like for me, we had, I mean, for people in the city, this isn't like crazy or anything. It's very common for us to see like deer, some fox occasionally, I would see, and then nothing too like crazy really. But was there anything like that coyotes we'd see occasionally? Was there anything like that like in China that you'd see like around that was indigenous to that area?
No, not at all.
Very much city where you
Very
lived?
much city, but yeah, where I was born, there's a bunch of grassland, desert. That's where you see wildlife. You see a lot of camels. And,
Really?
Yeah.
That's something that I, for whatever reason, don't associate with China.
Right.
Which I always think about like that being the Middle East, but also that is there it's all in that side of the world. So I don't know why, as an American, I don't really think of that like camel being that part of the world.
Yeah. Camels in Africa are one hump. The camels in China or Asia are two humps.
Oh, so the ones we see in like American circuses are Asian camels.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the circuses were the two-hump camels.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yep. I used to go
That's
to
cool.
Ringling Brothers Circus and all that stuff
Yeah.
back in the day. Classic before they got taken down.
Why did they get taken down?
I think animal rights activists, finally shut down those circuses. I don't think the Ringling Brothers is a thing anymore. I don't think anyway. But
Yeah, the circus.
what's next on
Do you
this?
think you could be a traveling circus act? 'Cause
Yeah.
that life is tough.
That's what I do as a stand-up. It's a freaking circus. Every show I do.
It's a fucking clown show,
It's a clown show, dude. What do we got next in the snack bag back there?
Okay, let's see. So we got Topo Chico, and then we got some milk,
I'll take
Chocolate.
Chico.
pretzels. Honestly, I might get Eric to order us a Zalat pizza tonight.
That'd be dope.
That would actually be dope.
So Topo Chico, I had it the first time in Houston at the Secret Group. It's just mineral water, but we didn't have it. I've never tried it before I came to Texas, and I guess it's a big Texas staple, Topo Chico. So I wanted to get some on the podcast.
You have to, hear it. And honestly, for the drinkers out there, what I like to do is get the Topo Chico lime and mix it with vodka. Like vodka with the Topo Chico lime just gives it a nice... I like it better than just soda water.
When I'm at a bar, I will ask for fresh limes to shove in the glass Topo Chicos.
Yeah.
Because it does add like a great flavor to it.
They have grapefruit Topo Chico. They have lime Topo Chico.
Really?
Yeah, and those are great too. So.
Oh, I bet.
Flavored Topo with some Tito's. It's the way to go.
Solid for all you guys who like a little bit of that sauce. That sauce in your life.
Sauce.
We got these milk chocolate pretzels. This is another thing that I wanted to get. They just looked really good. That I wanted to try. Thank you. My lovely assistant Peng has been opening all the snacks.
That's why I'm an opener. Hey.
That's why he's an opener, he said. All right, let's try these chocolate pretzels. This is great.
Hey, Tony.
Consensus, Tony?
Fantastic.
They're so good. I think I'm going to bring some of this to the green room tonight. There's no way we're going to eat all this.
No. Wish we had these snacks for the hecklers last night. Just be like, hey, if you behave, you get a pretzel.
There's some rowdy people.
Yeah.
Last night.
Heather, you've been married for 16 years? Nice. Heck yeah. Congratulations. Hmm?
Right there.
Right there?
Yep.
Nice.
All the dick I need.
All the dick you need? I feel like you have that as a tramp stamp. Am I fair to say that? Good idea? Husband, what's your name over here, buddy? Eric, nice. Is she all the vagina you need? And he has that as a tramp stamp on his lower back. It's like, why didn't I put it in the front? Why did I put it on my back? That makes zero sense. She actually has sex with me from behind. She's very aggressive. Her name's Heather. I don't know how she wraps her vagina around me. Like I said, it's all the vagina I need. It's a big vagina. She's got a vagina for days. Hey, y'all heard her truck nuts in Texas? She got clit nuts on the back of her pickup truck. Those things get in the gas. She's all the vagina I need, man. You got 4 kids? 4 kids, hot as shit. Oh, tight? Okay, she's basically wanting to pull the women in here and ask them how tight their vaginas are. All right. Heather, you're up. I told you I'm tight. Who's the next bitch that's ready? Is that your inner monologue or the staff that told you that? I was interacting with her, she's alright.
I agree. I was just having fun. Everybody took too personal.
I know, we're having a great Heather, how about it, girl? You're being a great sport. I mean, honestly, Eric is being a way better sport than Heather is right now. I just acted like she could take a whole mic stand with her vagina. He's like, this guy's great. That's who the real hero in that corner is over there. I think we're having fun. I think that we're at a good place now where yeah, I think we're all having a good time, right, guys? Give it up for Heather and Eric. They're being awesome sports right now. We're having a little fun back and forth. That's what live comedy's all about. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get this on a Netflix special. And then the comedian acted like a woman in the audience, engulfing a mic stand with his vagina. The Late Show, Friday Late Show, it's always problematic. Doesn't matter what club you go to.
No.
People start
And we
drinking too
started
early.
late too.
We started a little bit late.
And those guys I saw, they literally showed up right after I got off stage on the first show. And they just were drinking. So they've been drinking for, you did an hour plus 30 minutes changing time, so an hour and 30 prior to the show even starting.
Yeah.
Wow. Comedy is weird. Like, you want the audience to drink, but you don't want them to be too drunk.
Oh, I know.
It's like the right amount of drunk.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't know, man.
They were great during my set.
Yeah.
They weren't that drunk yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. As
was
it goes on
perfect.
into the night, it's like, ooh.
Like, me
That's
and-
why, I felt bad for you because
I had
you
to
were
deal with a
dealing
lot.
with it. Yeah.
I had to deal with a lot that late show. Just people just not wanting to shut up, but you know,
you handled them perfectly.
I mean, they eventually left on their own accord because they got so drunk and sloppy that they're like, we're just gonna leave. I was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But you keep just telling me you're gonna leave. Just leave already.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept on telling me I'm getting married, and they're like, we're the bachelor party. And I was just like, yeah, no one gives a shit.
It was a burly, big gay group of Texas dudes who were like, we're gay, we're proud. We're like, all right, cool.
Were
but
they were gay?
yeah, they are gay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
They
didn't
were
know that.
legit gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
I
weren't
didn't know
joking.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were a burly group of dudes who they were.
So that's why the guy really wanted to hug me, one of them.
Yeah. It was a bachelor
Oh.
party. He was getting married like to a husband.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I thought when they said he was gay, it was just a friend making you know how guys, they're like, he's gay.
Oh no, they were like rubbing each other and stuff around Peng.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense now.
Yep.
The Huffmans, I remember that.
There you go.
The Huffmans?
There you go.
Okay.
Samuel Huffman.
Oh, it's Big Daddy.
Why does that sound like a discontinued beer that is no longer available? Samuel Huffman. Grab Samuel Huffman, please. It comes with a free DUI.
Is there anything else that we haven't tried yet?
No, we have everything.
All right.
All right.
We'll start heading back then.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Tony's like, no wonder they're so friendly.
No, because the one guy,
No wonder one of them sucked my dick. I thought they were just being friendly comedy club patrons. That's so weird.
that's cool though. How that shows that we've progressed as a society, where it's just like big burly. Because like you said, they looked like they worked on the oil rig.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Good for them.
There you go. I thought you had it. I thought you were gonna gun it.
Tokyo Drift.
Right? Oh yeah, it's a little train.
Honestly, they could have.
They could have. I mean, they just got to be safe. Could have been way closer though. Could have started right there, dude.
Could have left now. We could have still made it.
Peng, gun it around. We are back. As Peng said, we're doing it. We're back on the road. We were doing, we did mukbang action after we went to the skateboard shop, and now we're rounding out the rest of the pod. Being back on the road, headed into Fort Worth. Got 2 more shows tonight, Hyenas Comedy Club. We'll be wrapping up here in a little bit, but make sure you guys plug your social media real quick and where people can find you outside of this stuff. Peng?
Yes, it's PENGDANG Peng Dang Comedy.
Mine is comedian Tony C on Twitter and Instagram.
Comedian Tony C. Easy go. G-D-A-N-G comedy. I'm at Jeremiah Stand Up. Most of you know this, but if you haven't checked it out yet, I've got a new special on Amazon Prime that you can rent or purchase. It's on Google Play, Video on Demand, Apple TV, a lot of places. You can find it on my website, jeremiahwatkins.com. And I'm at Jeremiah Stand Up. If you're not following me at this point, you're doing it wrong, baby. I post content like all the time. It's a lot of fun.
I like his Roadcast, but his Instagrams,
Right?
Yeah.
I'm one or the other kind of guy. I don't get into it across the board.
I'm not into committing.
Right? Yeah, there was a lady last night that I guess I'll talk about on the first show.
Mm-hmm.
How would you? She was interrupting during both your guys' sets, right?
Yeah.
What was she saying during your guys' sets?
Just repeating. She was like a parrot.
She was a repeater, yeah.
Yeah.
One of those parrot hecklers.
Or you would say something and she would be like, I like that, or I don't like that. And
Just on every single thing.
Everything.
Every single thing. And Peng, was it even during your set too?
She just yells out a lot. Just woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was hearing that on Peng's set and Tony's set. So by the time I got on stage, I was like, this might be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to address this, because if I don't, then in those situations you find out pretty quick if they're going to be a nightmare for the rest of your set or not. And you kind of have to establish territory and ground. You kind of got to mark your territory as a comedian sometimes and be like, no, this is my territory. You need to stay in your lane a little bit.
Yeah. I like how you brought the husband into the conversation, and you gave compliment to the husband, like how cool he was. So they kind of like
I think that upset her the most.
Yes.
Yeah. We may have to play a clip of that, because I recorded those interactions and it was pretty interesting.
Because the thing was, she was at first she was having fun, then she became a little aggressive. Then the wait staff finally told her, like, hey, could you keep it down a little bit?
That's when she got real upset.
Then she got real aggressive.
She thought that I had sent them secretly over to quiet her down.
She double flicked off Jeremiah.
Uh-huh. And then I basically was like, hey, we're having fun. Like, we're interacting. It's all good. And then she liked me again. It was a big up and down of emotions that were kind of all over the place.
I wish I would have known how she looked like, because I couldn't really see her.
I couldn't see her at all. She was too far back. And that was another issue, too. When somebody's that loud and that far away, it's pretty difficult, because I couldn't see her at all. So
Yeah.
I was dealing with a heckler in the darkness, which is a way different skill set. It's a different skill set than dealing with somebody who's right up front, who you have more access to roast appearance or different things, and I could barely hear what she was saying. So
that sounds like an old Goosebumps book, Heckler in the Dark.
Heckler in the Dark, yeah. By R.L. Stine. Man, that series was so good.
Oh, it was the best.
I love the Goosebumps. Did you see the Jack Black version?
No, not yet.
It's great.
It's great?
He destroys it. He plays R.L. Stine.
Oh,
it's freaking amazing. I love it. I love it. He's so good. He's so good at all kinds of roles, but him in kids' movies, it's so great because he's so big and so animated. It works perfectly. Yeah, dude. What is one of the worst road experiences or heckler experience that either of you have maybe dealt with?
Let me see. I would say a guy wanted, he started getting aggressive for like no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I did my dumb ranch joke, and then I go like, oh, you probably don't like ranch, on your chicken or something. I didn't see the guy, like you said, he like your heckler was in the back, and he goes, oh, just because I'm a black, you think I like chicken? And then I was just like, oh.
Did he call himself a black?
No, black. Sorry, that was, yeah.
I'm
tired a little bit. I haven't had my nap.
No, you know what it is? All that sugar from Buc-ee's hitting you.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, like, if anybody is wondering, We've eaten a lot off camera too. We didn't want to smack too much into the mic. I didn't want to get too ridiculous, but we ate a lot of that food. Like, we're taking some back to the hotel lobby to eat the rest of it, but I'm feeling a little bit lethargic from the amount of I'm getting the sugar crashes right now for sure.
Yeah.
You get real hyper and then it just hits you all of a sudden.
But so yeah, he's like, oh, you think I like chicken just because I'm black? And then I was like, no. And I tried to say it, but he was just mad. Everything I said, he would just say something and get mad. I was like, dude, could you just be quiet? And then he goes, don't tell me what to do. And I got off stage with my set, and a door guy had to hold him back because he was like, he wanted to come talk to me.
Oh,
like,
yikes.
in the showroom. This was like me a year into comedy. It was not.
Yeah, you have no tools or no idea of how to deal with something like that.
Exactly, yeah.
But I mean, that's how you learn, though.
Yeah.
Like, in that same situation, being a few more years in now, you definitely have an idea of, oh, I could have done this, this, and this in this situation.
I wish you would have hit me, though.
Just for the clout in the story?
No, just I watched me and my buddy, we just watched a lot of comedians get hit on YouTube. There's like a lot of videos, and 90% of them they deserve. And it's fantastic.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So
I had a similar situation where I was doing this bit about how this Chinese phrase sounds like the N-word, but this black guy in the audience, he didn't hear the setup. He was in the bathroom, so he came out and only heard what he thought was me saying the N-word.
My goodness.
Yeah. But he didn't heckle me. He like actually waited till I get off, and then he confronted me, and it got pretty bad. Like, they had to like break us off.
What did he say?
They had to calm him down. It's like, why is it fun? Why do you think it's funny? Why do you say that? Like, he was really upset.
Oh, damn.
Dang.
And he wouldn't listen to me. I tried to explain it to him, and it's like, why? No, they're still not funny. I like the other Chinese guy. He's doing a dog eating joke. That's funny.
So,
no, for real.
Was he really doing dog eating jokes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And it just happened to be a super racist stereotype for...
Right. I'm like, that was way more racist than anything I said.
Like, let me level with you here.
Yeah.
Mine was an innocent black joke. Wow. Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. It shows. I mean, that's what's so interesting about doing live comedy is it is so subjective, and some people will think that's the funniest joke ever, and then other people will be like, no, this is wrong, or I don't think that this is funny at all.
That happened to you, I remember, in San Antonio, because you do that Trump impression joke if Trump was God.
Mm-hmm.
And remember that one guy came up to you and he was like offended that you'd make fun of God like that, and then you had to explain the joke to him. You explained the joke to him for like 10 minutes.
I explained it to him really well, yeah.
Yeah, and then he finally was like, oh, okay, then you can keep doing that joke.
I go, no, I'm going to keep doing the joke. I'm just telling you. Like,
Yeah.
like, he gave me permission. I go, no, buddy. I'm going to continue to do the joke. I just wanted to let you know because you came at me so offended for no reason.
Yeah.
And let me explain to you. I said, you are hearing trigger words that are, you heard God in the joke, just the word God. And this is me coming from a religious background where that's a red flag for people who grow up around faith that's like very strong and very religious. If you hear God, if you hear the word Jesus in a comedy setting, your defense goes way up, regardless of what the joke is. And my joke is very innocent, and I had to explain it to him, and I broke it down. He goes, oh, well, that's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I'm like, dude, you got triggered. That's all you got. You got triggered. But it was nice that he admitted that he overreacted. That rarely happens with audience members. They usually stick their heels in the mud and be like, "No, you're not funny. I'm right. I'm a professional audience member, full time. I tour as an audience member. This is what I do. I know what funny is."
So I had a weird situation happen. It was at an open mic at in Denton, John Brown's old The Rain or Shine open mic.
Yeah.
And I had this story where it was about I was about to hook up with this girl, and right before we're getting at it, she brings up her story about how she got raped a few years past, and then but John brought me up. He goes, "All right, Tony's next with his rape story," and instantly the audience was just like, "Oh, what end of the spectrum is he on? Is he the rapee or the rapist?"
Yeah.
So I had it up front. They're like, "Okay, up next, Tony Casillas rape story," and I'm just like, You didn't have to say that. I could.
That's might be one of the worst intros I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Tony
Also,
Casillas.
I don't think anybody called the rape victim the rapee. Sounds really bad.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing that's commonly practiced. Were you the raper or the rapee in the situation? I don't think that's a common, like in the police report, they're asking like somebody is there very upset. What's going on? That's so messed up.
So that's always.
I was about to do an act out of it, but then I can't.
By the way, I love your response to the one of the audience members from yesterday. You were like, "What do you do?" He was like, "I'm disabled." And you're like, full time?
Yeah, because it got real tense. Like when he said, like I said, "What do you do for a living?" He goes, "Disabled." I was like, where did I take this?
If it was me, I'd be like, all right, moving on. Let's talk to the other person.
Yeah. That was fun. We're having fun. We're doing Roadcast.
We're
out
just
here
making
in
fun of
Texas.
disabled people.
There you go. It's a good time, guys. Follow these guys on social media. We had a great time. We're about back to Fort Worth, Texas. Everybody who's listening, thank you so much for supporting the show. Comment, leave a like below if you haven't done so already. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. Leave reviews on iTunes. All that stuff helps. I love you guys. Thank you, Peng. Thank you, Tony, for doing this fun, different roadcast today. I've never done it with this many stops along the way. But that's what this is for. Experimenting and having fun with friends on the road. And I think people like to have a little insight as to what it's like to be a comedian, especially in these weird pandemic times when we're doing these socially distanced shows and everything like that. Because it's definitely a historical time to be doing comedy.
Yeah, it's a weird but fun time.
Brian Redband on that Vulcan Gas Company show in Austin said that he hadn't been on stage in almost a year.
Almost a year?
Yeah, because think about it. We're in January now. March was when the lockdown happened.
Yeah.
So he's been at least 9 or 10 months. He hasn't done a stand-up show. So I was happy that he was able to come back and do a set
Which
on my show in Austin. He did. He destroyed.
Brian had some kind of juice in him or something.
He was ready, man. He had that new energy and love for Texas vibe that was going strong. That it was great. Everything was hitting. Yeah, guys, this has been Jeremiah Wonders. Love you. Bye.
Bye.